Welcome back, everyone, on setting up basic Django projects, part 6. Let's connect everything. Now, let's get back to views. And in class based views, let me tell you a little bit more about that. Because index is a class based view where we have defined the template name. Now, the template name is a class attribute. There are other class attributes available, and one of the powerful things about Django is that class-based views end up having many methods inherited from these classes, template view in this case. And each method is prepared to do some specific task. Well, at first, you can use just this one. It's a general method, get context data. It will work for a lot of things. But keep in mind that there are other methods that will turn out to be super helpful for you. Anyway, at first, let's stick to this one. Get context data. I'm gonna drag this window to my other screen and follow from there. Open my text editor and jump to my site, news, views, and let's create in here def get context data. Well, I'm not going to return super. I'm going to return context instead and say that context is equal to super. So super, it's calling the get context data from template view. Now the super, it's returning a dictionary. Let's continue and define a key for context named articles. Well, let's make it just articles like that. And we will collect all the articles from the database. Okay, just like this: article, objects, objects dot all. That's how you collect all of the articles from the database. Now we need to import article from dot models import article, and I have a typo in here, article. And that's good. Now when we return this template, we are also sending all the articles and we can access them from index.html. Now it's a matter of displaying the articles. And how can we do that? Let me introduce you to template tags in Django. So it's something that looks like this, like we did previously, but it offers you some logic capabilities. And let's put this in a for loop. Let's see a for loop in template tags for article in articles and close it with an end for, just like that. This is a for loop in the front end of Django using template tags, the most regular for loop. Okay. Now, for curiosity, before we put anything in the for loop, let's just print articles. And now, to make it more confusing to you, when you just print it like this, you don't use the percentage sign. But it's not that complicated, to be fair. Save that, go to the browser. Where is the browser? Here. Reload, and we have a query set. In this case, we only have one article, my first article. Now, whenever you have a query set, you can loop through that query set, and that's what we're gonna do in here. So this time, instead of printing all the articles, we're just addressing a singular article. Let's say I'm gonna uh, remove the query set, add a line break in there, and also a line break in here. Let's print that, and here you go, your first article. Okay, What else can we do with template tags? You remember we have a field in article to check if the article is active. So let's learn about if ifs in template tags. If article dot if article dot is active, then we print the article. Close the if, just like with the for, it's an and if, so pay attention to that. Now we are only showing the active articles. Let's experiment that. It's active. Oh, just to confirm that this is working, let me set this to not active. And there you go. Not showing up anymore. I'm gonna set it back to active and actually create 1 second article. Second article. Be creative. Okay. Yes. Uh, let's look for some image. Where do I have some image? Around here. Yeah, it could be Bob Ross. This is Bob Ross. Legend. Let's go back to the root, and here we go, second article. But now we want to show the rest of the things. So let's work a little bit on that. What other fields do we have? We have the subtitle. But first, let's put the article itself in an h2 tag. Then we can put the article, and let me close that. Article subtitle, subtitle. Am I writing that correctly? Yes. Subtitle on a paragraph. Let's try that to see if it's printing. It is. Let's remove the line break from here and put it away. Now for the image, article dot image dot URL. You can define the URL to be, for instance, the name. And you notice that I didn't define the article to be with the title, but it's going to be the same. And the reason that it's returning the title by default, it's because I've defined in here the string method to return the title. So anyway, you don't need to define it. It will work because of the string method. Okay, let's see if the images worked. It did work. It's super big. I'm going to put a width on it. I don't know, 250 pixels should work fine. Yeah, that's nice. And then the content. Wait, do I have a content? Yeah, we do. New template tag, content, and close it. Let's see that. And there you go. Now it's a matter of exploring, and this is how you bring models to the templates. And yeah, in the next video, we will be taking this to the internet, deploying to Python Anywhere with a free account, more to understand the process of deploying more than anything. And yes, it will still be online. Let's go!